What's the matter here?
Welcome.
What's going on?
Uh-oh.
Who with me?
You look,
What
you've
the
been
hell?
watching Wolf of Wall Street or
Wolf of
something?
Wall Street. That's the best one of the best movies ever. Welcome to
Lord.
episode 14 or 13.
13.
As
You up
Friday
ahead.
the 13th is
Oh.
upon us and almost over. One of the scariest days ever. I was frightened today, but that's another story for another day.
Damn, you just scared the hell out of me with that face. Shit.
Yeah, I don't want to spook you, my friend. Yes, like I said, welcome to episode 13. This is Endzone Sports Podcast. Yes, you guys are seeming happy today and jovial. We have Big Paulo from South Carolina with us.
What's going on, man?
I got you. We got D.
What
with
is
us as
going
well.
on, fellas? What's going on? Happy to be
And we
with y'all
got
again.
Big Mike. Welcome back, Mike, from your weekly
It
hiatus.
wasn't hiding, you jerk.
You were hiding, man.
I was
Because
not
Danny
hiding,
had
man.
Danny had a bunch of fucking questions about the Cowboys.
He could ask me now.
Because
No, I don't want to ask you now
He
because
can't.
I don't want to ask you now because it's a new week, right, Mike? It's a new week.
We're on.
We play Monday night.
We're on to the Chargers.
There you go. That's all.
Man, listen, listen, man.
Any
I
given
wasn't hit-
Sunday it can
There's
happen.
nothing to defend. They,
Even though
they,
it's,
they kicked their ass. There's nothing to put. Move
they
on.
faced
gotta
the best
take
team
L,
in the
move on.
league, which was crazy.
That's
It
it.
Danny
was a great
Danny
game,
had-
though, Mike. But welcome back. Welcome
Danny
back.
had stats. He had like 2 pages worth of stats waiting for you.
No, Apollo, I had
Yeah,
3
and I got the
pages
most
ready
surprised
to
stats.
blitz
I got-
Mike. I was gonna come at him like
That's
he
fine.
came at me last time. I was so happy. I was
You were
prepared this
upset.
time.
You were upset when he was breaking down them
Yeah.
stats about
I
the
was
Giants.
upset because how
I'm
the
not
hell
gonna lie.
this guy's gonna go?
Paulo
Hey,
gave me the head.
This guy
Paulo
ran
gave me the heads
2.7
up.
yards, and this guy sacked this much, or this guy only played 2
Paulo
years.
gave me
I'm
the
like,
heads
what
up,
the heck's
Danny.
going on?
Paulo
What's
gave me
the
the heads
matter
up.
here?
Like, he goes, "Yo, Mike, FYI, Danny's gonna have a whole bunch of stats." And I said, "You know what? I'm not going."
I got you. Hey, listen, you know what I mean?
40-0.
You was scared. It's understandable, my friend. Don't worry. Let's go Cowboys, right?
Hey,
Monday's
always,
in the
man.
game.
Always. Listen, man. Always. Listen, they whipped that ass. That's it. Like, they kicked the ass and we move on. That's it, man. But listen.
If you say so.
Go ahead. What are we talking about
All
tonight?
right, now, but y'all lost to a tough team. But we're gonna
They're the
go
best team in football.
to
They're the best team in football. Ain't nothing to be ashamed about.
yeah, it happens, brother. You know? Funny show, my friend.
What's
You
up?
know?
What's next? What are we talking about?
Yes, sir. We're gonna talk about another great team, which actually, in my opinion, didn't show they were that good yesterday. What do y'all think about yesterday's game?
Yesterday, it's been all
Yeah.
fucking year.
What we talking about?
Why'd you
The
look
Chiefs.
scared?
We're talking about the Chiefs.
both-
Thursday
the
night
Chiefs.
game. The Chiefs,
Not impressive at all.
beating
I mean, it's been-
Denver,
It's been all year like this. It's like lackluster performances by Patrick Mahomes. I mean, Kelsey's getting the ball, but they don't look like a Super Bowl contending team, honestly.
At
I mean,
all.
5-1,
all.
big fucking deal.
5-1 thanks to the
But-
referees in most of these games.
Oh,
But yeah,
exactly.
5-1.
But I don't
5-1.
see them. I don't see
know.
them going very far, honestly.
I go like this, right? Like, referees or not or whatever, they're 5-1, right? And Patrick Mahomes hasn't been Patrick Mahomes, right? Like, so I look at it as like, yeah, they look like shit right now, but I think it's for them to be 5-1 and they're not hitting in all cylinders. That's scary. Referees or not, that's scary. Like, I mean, I don't care about the schedule. It's the NFL. Like, you know what I mean? But to be 5-1 and Mahomes not, and the receivers can't get separation. Kelsey's always wide open. Rice had a good game yesterday. Pacheco, they have a run game now. Pacheco is giving them a nice, decent run game and stuff. But
and he is catching the ball out of the backfield.
I'm just saying, if once these receivers start, if they ever wake up and Mahomes starts being, what we know he is, because I'm just going off the fantasy numbers, right?
Yeah,
Like,
but you just said a 2-letter word that was huge.
what?
If the receivers can become something, we don't know that.
Well, last year was the same thing. The receivers started off slow last year.
But they didn't struggle like the way they're doing now. Like they're
I know,
barely
but-
winning games. Like
Exactly, but they're
We're
still
talking
5-1.
about-
That's scary. That
You're right.
you know what I mean? Like,
You're right, but they also are getting help. And you can say what you want to say, but they're getting help from referees.
right. Some calls. The calls
Minnesota-
have been terrible.
Minnesota game, they got help from a referee. The Jets game, they got help from a referee. They should have lost. They could have lost both of those games, and they struggled against a team that is pretty much the bottom of the barrel yesterday at home. I get it's a short week, but so was Denver, and Denver they didn't play great, but they should have blew them out.
Those Thursday night games.
You got it. But you got to. I get it.
You gotta
5-1.
take-
You got to make statement games, and that wasn't a statement game.
No,
To me,
they did
last
enough to
year's-
win. They did
Yeah,
enough.
but yeah,
to
you're
win.
right. But last year's Super Bowl teams, the Eagles and the Chiefs, to me, haven't impressed. They're both great records, but they haven't impressed at all to me personally.
Man, Russell Wilson looks phenomenal.
He looks lost. I'm sorry.
95 yards.
Listen, I know this is the second year into his. I know this is week 5 or 5 or 6 weeks into his second year as. It's already a fail. It's failed. Seattle won that trade by far. When they traded him last year, we're all saying like, I don't know,
I
who's
think
going to be Seattle?
Future threatened him or
You
something.
think so? I don't know,
come
man.
on,
Probably.
It's-
He
Think so?
looks shaken out there. It's not the same.
dude.
you know,
It's like what is what he was a top tier quarterback at one point.
Yeah, top 10 easily. If every time you made that
You
quarterback list, he was in there.
You think it was the system?
It could
Because
be,
you
but,
see Geno Smith performing well.
but what does
Yeah,
he
that's a
have? Though?
shocker.
But what does he have? Like
Sierra,
that besides
I
her?
don't mean besides that.
future threatening him.
Like
He keep
No,
playing games. with Future.
on-field stuff, man. On-field stuff.
Jerry Jeudy hasn't lived up to the hype that he was supposed to be.
No, he got
You
some
see-
nerve. He got
You
some
see
nerve.
Steve Smith? Steve
Yeah,
Smith about to
he
knock
got-
the motherfucker out.
He got some nerve.
He
to
better
go
stop
out.
playing.
He got some nerve to go behind Steve Smith while he's live on doing his job. Because Steve Smith went on his podcast and called him mediocre. You are mediocre.
I
He is
he
mediocre.
spoke
He is
to-
Call him a
he
jag.
spoke to
Well, he's
two.
playing
Yeah,
mediocre.
yeah,
He's
what-
playing
Just an
mediocre.
average guy.
What's an
Just
average
an
guy?
average guy.
Mhm.
Yeah, and he is.
But he ain't lying.
He's not lying. He's not lying. First round pick. Last week against the Jets, the 3 catches for 50 yards. When Steve Smith was talking, they had it on the bottom of the screen. I think that was his season high. Like that's average. That's not even average.
The fucked up thing is that everybody,
And you got the nerve to go behind him.
yeah, but everybody had Jerry Jeudy as their number 1 receiver, right?
Yeah.
So like year in, it's Jerry Jeudy's at the top of the list for WR1, right? In fantasy, especially in fantasy.
He can't stay.
But-
healthy.
Actually, I think him and Sutton are
But they were Pete.
Right,
I would rather go
I
with
think-
Sutton now than
Yeah.
over Jeudy.
Exactly.
That
And
was
they
a
were
nice
saying
catch.
they were saying how like in the last year they were saying how Jerry Jeudy could be a possible trade like a trade possibility, and how they were probably looking for like a day 2 trade where they can get a number 2 or a number 3. What would they get now?
No,
Nothing.
I won up you. I don't want to one during the offseason before we traded for Brandon Cooks. But by the way, like I'm not going to talk about the Cowboys. We'll talk about the Cowboys, but the other receiver that we were looking at was Jerry Jeudy as a trade, and I was hearing a first round pick. I would have been so pissed
Hell
off.
No.
He's not worth a first round pick. If they
No, he's not.
the
No,
trade
he's
the
absolutely
trade deadline
not.
the trade deadline is October 31st, Halloween, right? If they trade him and they get a 4th round pick, that's a win. The way he's playing. Because
He's like a 6th or 7th, not even.
But that if you
bad.
really look at it, that's kind of what happens with the Alabama receivers though. Like Devontae Smith has all the talent in the world. You see his footwork, you see his routes.
he's been MIA the
Sometimes
last
he
few years.
disappears.
Yeah.
Jalen Waddle, same thing. Jerry Jeudy, same thing. They have the talent and they show it, but then they disappear. But to me, the Chiefs, they're a great team, right? But I'm telling you right now, their offensive line doesn't look great, and they're one injury away, and that injury is Travis Kelce. If he goes down, this team
they're
is
done.
done.
They're done. If he
That
goes down,
guy,
they're done. He's already
he-
playing banged up.
He's always. Oh, I don't know how. From what I heard yesterday, he doesn't run
Yeah.
routes. He doesn't.
Yeah, he doesn't
plays.
run routes. He does
He
not
runs
run
whatever
routes.
he wants, and he has a chemistry with Mahomes to where he goes, and they know exactly what's going to happen. He finds a hole and turns around. That's
And
all
those-
he does.
And those routes that you're talking about, that he made, that's usually going up when they know that it's zone coverage, because they also said when it's zone coverage, that's when whatever code they use at the line of scrimmage saying, and he finds the spot. He's always open against zone. He's always open.
And
It's
Paulo,
Mahomes and my
absurd.
auto.
And Paulo, you said it in the last episode, right? You said it that
Mahomes and my auto.
if it was up to you would have sat him, right? Because let him rest, right?
They would have lost.
Exactly,
Yeah.
right? But you saw in the first couple of plays, he didn't look like he could have re-injured it. They're playing with fire.
There was that one where the dude wrapped him and he came up limping, and Mahomes told him to go out.
They're playing with fire, but at this point, you can't afford to let him rest because they could have lost. If he didn't play, they would have lost that game.
Yeah, they're both their left tackle and right tackle is definitely a problem.
Beyond,
Yeah.
they're
Donovan,
They downgraded. They downgraded this.
Yeah, they
season
did. They lost. They didn't want. They didn't want to sign Orlando Brown, so he left the free agency to Cincinnati. But I think it's Donovan Smith, left tackle came over from Tampa. He led the league. He led the league in holding penalties last year, and then Jawan Taylor came over from Jacksonville.
That was crazy. They gave him that deal. I don't know how they gave him that deal.
That was their big free agent splash, and he's just been terrible. With the first game, we could go back to the first game against Detroit. I thought he was false start all game long, and they finally called it on the last possession that the Chiefs had the ball.
Another one. Like the referees they lost that game, but they
lost that game. Yeah. He was.
This season, it seems like they really want the Chiefs to go ahead and
why?
And
Because
win.
because the what's the chick?
Taylor Swift.
They want her to
Taylor
perform in the
Swift.
Super Bowl. That's why they're trying to do anything possible.
Or even more. The NFL is rigged.
Listen,
Listen, I'm gonna let you know right now. If it's rigged, it's gonna be the Eagles and the Chiefs because they both have Swift.
Those were my
on the team.
picks.
DeAndre Swift.
Who's with the
both
league?
have Kelsey.
DeAndre Swift,
Taylor
Kelsey, and Taylor Swift. There you go. That'll be
that's
the end of
I
it
like
right there.
that.
That's
I like that. And that's
That's
the
it.
script. That's what they want to see. And she's not even singing in the halftime show of the Super Bowl.
I saw that on TikTok. That's why I mentioned it.
And they both have Cox, right?
Yep.
Well, yeah.
Cox Smiths.
Did you see that
Where'd you-
that photo? It says Kelsey Cox
Cox
Hurts Swift.
But overall,
You know,
the game was terrible, and they could have lost.
It was terrible
I'm
to
not
watch,
upset
but
with
it could have been a blowout, and it would have been a terrible game.
It looks like Frank. It looks like
Even though
Frank
we're
Clark.
up Thursday night.
It looks like Frank Clark, who got released by
Game.
Denver, is heading back to Kansas City. That's what it looks like from what I read. And then
He
Chris
spoke
Jones.
to them. That's what happened.
Yeah, that's what I got. I got information.
He spoke to them. He got kids who love Taylor Swift, Tay. You know, as we call her. Big fan.
They announced the Super Bowl halftime. It's Usher, right?
Yeah.
It's Usher this year. It's not Taylor Swift. So, sorry, guys. We're actually supposed to go see her next. My wife is supposed to go see her next
No,
year.
you just
going.
no,
You
no, no,
going.
Don't take
Cut
it
it
back.
Okay,
out.
I'm
Take it back.
going. I'm going.
You're a Swiftie,
You.
dude. You're a Swiftie, bro.
I'm a Swiftie.
You did
I'm gonna
it.
be excited. I'm gonna be in London. Bloody Welsh. Rubbish. Watching Tay. Big
Listen,
fan.
He does have one song, right? When my daughter graduated kindergarten last year, they put like a projector on the screen.
They
And
all
it's
sang.
that Never Grow Up song, bro. That shit gets me all the time. Like I hear it all the time, and I'm like, oh man, I get all emotional. So she is a good singer, but damn, like she got Travis Kelce wrapped around his finger right now. But let's move on.
If they
Let's
break up, he'll be the inspiration for.
They need to break up because he's giving somebody in our fantasy league a lot of points every time he plays. So we don't want that fucker scoring touchdowns. All right. What is happening? We can't hear
I
you,
don't know.
Mike.
I was muted because I was whatchamacallit. I said
You
she
cursing?
needs to go. I should. You never know what I was doing. But whatchamacallit, Mahomes, ever since he's been in the picture, Mahomes been struggling, man. I don't like that. Been hanging out too
I
much.
got you.
Been hanging out too much.
Well, let's hope that this weekend's games end up being a lot better, especially our teams, start off with Paula. What do you think about your Chicago Bears going against Minnesota this week?
We winning.
That's a nice
Simple
way
as
to think
that.
about it. That's a nice.
No, this is gonna be the telltale of the Bears season. Honestly, I mean they need this win.
I made a quick little
Um,
pickup. I don't know if you saw that, Danny, because we're going
I
against each
did.
other on fantasy football,
I
right?
did. Deontay
Good
Foreman.
shirt.
I saw that.
Yeah, because he needs because
You gonna start him?
you got like 3 people out.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think
Yeah,
Rashawn
receivers.
Bears have
Johnson.
all 3 running backs are out this weekend for the Chicago Bears.
And I think
Yeah.
McCaffrey got the COVID.
No,
Oh shit! Yeah.
no, don't scare me like that, man. I gave it to him. I start thinking I gave it to him. I was all up on the screen while watching him play last time when I was sick.
You
with
was up
COVID.
on him. That's
You
what
know?
you was, you little freak. No, I
Yeah,
just
man.
hope you
Yeah.
know DJ Moore and Fields can continue doing what they've been doing.
Because
So-
You guys don't-
This
you guys
is a
avoid
game
Justin
that you guys
Jefferson.
have the opportunity to win.
The only
also.
thing
There's no
I'm,
Justin Jefferson playing this week.
but that's what I'm afraid of is the defense, because the past 2 games we've had these big leads, and then it starts second half, it just starts falling apart. So, and listen, I got Kirk Cousins as my starting quarterback. I'd be happy if we're up 40-3. He
But
can
you're not a
toss the
Minnesota
ball
fan,
all
right?
day. No.
Oh,
Hell
okay.
no.
I know
No,
somebody
no,
who,
no.
who
Like-
I know somebody.
Yeah, these guys
Yeah.
are the worst. Damn, fantasy ruins it up for everybody.
Unreal.
It is
To it-
crazy. you
to
know?
it-
Fantasy only
touchdown.
losing it- losing
To
it.
a
touchdown.
touchdown. To a touchdown.
Wait a second,
You
that
gotta
sounds
go
like
like this, Pete. You gotta go like
To
this,
a
Pete.
touchdown.
That sounds like me. But you're not playing against the Dolphins, against D and myself's team. You know, our Super Bowl winning team with my Super Bowl quarterback. You know, I know Mike is also a Miami Dolphin, fan as well. You know, with Raheem Mostert. So
Yeah, 8 chains out, but Jeff Wilson's back, so let's see how that
No, he's
goes.
not right. Jeff Wilson's out.
Oh, he's
too.
not out.
He's
Yeah,
out
let's
too.
go. 25 carries.
Mostert. There you see, there you go. You're not the only one. We're all gonna be wearing
And
Dolphin.
don't throw it
gear
to Tyreek
this-
Hill. F you, Jesse, if you're listening.
Not me. Not me.
But,
I got no
You're the only one.
relationship with the Dolphins. I refuse to draft
We
any
got
Dolphin
3
players.
Miami
No,
Dolphin fans right
everybody-
here. And
everybody who listened, I don't know how many views we got on the last episode. We heard you apologize. But in regards to the game, Pete, Justin Fields, and if you look at it, his numbers aren't that bad with the last 2 games. He made up for it, right? He's averaging 229 a game passing.
Yeah.
And he has 11-5, right? That's not bad. 62% completion. Like Kirk Cousins got 67% completions, 13-4. It's not too off. Just the passing yards is different. Kirk Cousins is almost averaging 300 yards.
Because they're always behind.
But can this be Kirk
Yeah.
Cousins' last game as the Viking?
Maybe.
Yeah.
If
I
we
mean,
beat
listen,
them,
there is
maybe,
no Justin
yeah.
Jefferson.
Listen, if they lose, they don't have Justin Jefferson for the next 4 games, right? And they got Chicago this week. I don't know what it, but I know San Francisco is one of those teams that's in that next 4-week window that Justin Jefferson's out, right? Trade deadline is 2 weeks from Monday, this upcoming Monday. If it's not the last game, it sure is. If after week 7 or 8, I think week 9 is the trade deadline. If they're sitting there 1-6, 1-7. I mean, you might as well put all your chips in and go after Caleb.
Yeah, they
Williams,
got the
Drake
Niners.
It ain't
That's a
gonna
loss.
happen because either the Bears or the Panthers are gonna get that first pick.
Yeah, but there's more.
Well-
Okay, you got Caleb Williams, you got Drake May, and you got Marvin Harrison Jr. That's another one too. Listen, you go ahead and keep Cousins. You get Marvin Harrison Jr. You have a freaking tandem of those two. My God. So
And-
I mean,
We can
and,
trade.
uh,
We can trade. We'll do Justin Fields for Kirk Cousins. They got to give us their number 1 pick. We'll have the top 3 picks in the draft.
that one. What
Not
the hell?
gonna-
You live in
not gonna
fantasy.
This
Dude,
guy-
imagine
gonna
if
happen.
that happens. Holy shit.
But all
It's gonna
seriously,
be the dumbest
all-
team ever.
if they are sitting there 1-7 or 1-6 by the time the trade, I think they'll pick up the phone call. Whether who knows who will call them? The Jets, maybe.
The Jets want to call everybody. It's annoying
No,
as hell.
I
I'd say-
don't know. I don't know.
If the Jets are able to get Cousins, the Jets will be a Super Bowl contending team.
No, I don't know about
I'll
Super
tell you
Bowl.
that.
And we
think
all
Super
know what
Bowl.
Kirk Cousins ends up doing in the
I
playoffs.
think
Kirk Cousins in the
I think he'll
playoffs
be
ends
all
up-
right. I think he'll be all right. He has the weapons.
I think
the
they'll
defense
be-
there, the running
they're-
game.
They'll be
I'm just trying-
playoff team. I don't think a Super Bowl team.
I'm just throwing.
I don't-
I'm just throwing them out there because I don't know who else would.
I mean, I get Kirk Cousins is a good quarterback. He's not a fucking elite quarterback. He's not.
No, he's not.
On.
He's a top 10.
I don't. Yeah, but he's not a fucking Super Bowl contending quarterback. Even if you put him on a Jets, there's no fucking way they go to the Super Bowl with him.
Only because
he doesn't
defense,
perform.
man.
He's not consistent. He needs to be in Mike Shanahan's offense.
They wanted him. I heard like
they did want him. They did sniff around,
but you can't just. I mean, I don't see him as that quarterback, man. Just my opinion.
I don't know. But I heard Atlanta's looking at him too. But
I mean, that could be another possibility.
He didn't turn down.
That would help that team a lot.
Did you also hear about what happened with Addison, the receiver from Minnesota? So with the coach, so supposedly Addison got pulled over this week for speeding
again.
140. The guy was hitting, driving,
God.
right?
That's the second time.
So they asked the coach, Kevin, whatever his name is, Kevin
O'Connell.
So they asked Kevin O'Connell, so what's the game plan? He goes, we're gonna give the ball to Addison. We're gonna put the gas on it.
It's fucked up. But haven't these guys learned about Henry Ruggs? What the fuck is going on?
And they will never learn.
Never.
50% of these guys.
You know why? Why? Because it happened to him. Oh, why? It's not gonna happen to me. That's the
mindset. Yeah.
But Chicago. Listen, they win this game. What is it? Was it
2 and 4?
2 and 4. They could have been 3 and 3, but 2 and 4 won't be bad. But I like Chicago.
Listen, if they win this game 2 and 4 after what those first 4 weeks look like, if you're a Chicago fan, you're taking it. You know.
And also, Chicago could continue winning. As long as Carolina keeps losing, you still end up with a top pick. So you could end up with like a top 15 pick, and then still have the number 1 pick in the draft.
We making the playoffs.
Let's hope. We'll see this week, my friend. Now let's go to my favorite team, only because of the quarterback, but our Miami Dolphins. Go against Carolina.
You're such a fraud, man. You're such a fraud.
I am a fraud, but you know what?
All right, so Miami. All right, listen, the injury.
Who a touchdown?
The injury bug is hitting us hard right now, right? So we got A-Chain A-Chain on the injured reserve for another 4 weeks, right? We had Jeff Wilson come off the pup, but won't play this Sunday. So we got Moister, and I think Ahmed is coming back. Our offensive line is in shambles. We got Connor Williams not playing. I think Wynn is iffy to play. So 74 Liam Inkenberg is stepping in at center. We saw what happened last time he played center. We struggled, and that's when Armstead got hurt, right? What else? Our defense is still injured. We got Phillips, who might not play. Listen, we are injured. It is what it is. But we are going up against a team that is winless and doesn't look like they are ready to win a game. So Miami, you need to play to this competition and just handle your business. Doesn't matter. You just win the game. Even if you don't play these players, get them healthy for next week, because next week's a big game. Because you got to perform when you play good competition, and next week you go against the Philadelphia Eagles on prime time, right? But you can't play down to the competition that you have in front of you. So go out there, play to the competition that you have, and fucking just don't get hurt, man. This 74 playing. I don't know how he's on. I said a lot. I don't know how he's on a fucking team.
We all have teams. We all have players on our teams that wonder why they're on the roster.
No, but I don't understand. Like, how do you bring him back out there? And this is what I mean about the depth, and how you not like. You saw that was a problem with Buffalo, and how you're not trying to address it. It mind fucks me. So, just go out there, stay healthy, play a good game, and we should come out of this 5-1.
Should. Yeah.
I'll be okay. And to it, don't do any dumb shit, man. Just play your game.
And then smile about it after.
Yeah, that pisses me off. Run the ball, control the clock. Find Tariq, Waddle. Get yourself in the game, because you seem to disappear as well. Chubb, do something, right? Because you don't do anything, and see if you can find Barrios, get him involved, play pool, see if he can get involved if he wants to. You got to involve people. You can't just count
Even
on
Chosen playing against his former team.
Dude, you got to do
To
something.
be available
you got to get these players involved to see what they can do.
Just get for me with Miami this week. Just get off to a fast start. Jump on early. Get to that point where like fourth quarter, you'll be able to take out Tua, right? Tua, Hill, you know what I mean, and just get ready for the next following week because that Sunday night game at Philly could be probably
one of the big ones.
Your biggest test, I guess. You know, I guess.
I think the biggest test was the Dolphins. Was the Bills,
and we got embarrassed. We got to get healthy. If Jalen Phillips needs another week, let him get another week. But you got to get healthy and you got to perform, man. These players, when you go against big competition, and sometimes they underplay themselves against the mind, like the little.
But they still have enough weapons to go ahead and beat Carolina this week.
You're right.
You know,
you're
so
right.
it shouldn't be a problem.
Carolina's front seven is not bad, but like take a Tua is he's a top quarterback. He gets that ball so fast out of his hands that's what you should do when you're playing a team that has a potential presence of a pass rush. You give her the ball, just take care of business. I mean, listen, I would be shocked. I would be shocked if we're going into the fourth quarter into game.
Yeah, that's what they got to do. They got to handle their business. That's all they got to do. Like I'm not really worried and concerned about this game. The injuries are concerning, but just go inside, handle your business.
You just don't want to come. Take care of business, then don't come out of that game with more injuries.
That's all it is. That's all.
It should be a winnable. It should be a winnable game.
I agree.
It should be.
I agree.
We were favored by 14 points. This should be an easy, winnable game.
That went up, right?
Quick.
That went up, right? Because I seen that at 11. I think it was like 11 and a half. I think on Monday.
Yeah, they lost a couple of players too. I think Miles Sanders is out, and they lost a couple of players. They got a big list on injury reserve.
Yeah.
They got a big injury report too, but
I'm going golfing tomorrow.
Oh, good for you.
Have fun, man.
Yep.
In your garage, or actually, you're going out, or you're going into your garage?
I'm going out.
It's supposed to rain over here all day, so
yeah, all day.
Yeah,
not here.
We'll be watching college football.
We're all going to South Carolina.
I don't want them.
Send you pictures.
Go golfing with Paulo and do the podcast live. And
dude, we should
in
do
Augusta.
That.
In Augusta.
I'll be in Augusta on Monday.
Isn't Augusta Atlanta?
No, Augusta is Augusta, Georgia.
Augusta.
Georgia. That's what I mean, Georgia.
I'll be there.
That's where you're going, right? You see
I'll
what
be there
I'm
Monday.
talking about. You know. Now let me talk about my Giants. I'm going to go quick with these guys.
There's really nothing to talk.
We can say one thing.
There is really.
You took the words right out
about, but
there's nothing.
But
Mike got stats. I'm telling you.
I'm not giving this freaking guy stats.
That boy, don't give me stats this time. Don't give me stats.
I'm not. You know? There's nothing.
Listen.
You want to know the only stat? You're 15-point underdogs.
We're gonna go.
That means then Daniel Jones isn't playing, right?
No, he's out. Yeah,
what do you think is the over/under for Coach Dable to throw his clipboard on the ground this week?
I hope not. I mean, at least play for him. Like he's playing against his old team. Jesus Christ!
That guy would. If you hear, I saw.
I mean, this is prime time game too.
Yeah, but he was like talking about how much he missed.
Josh Allen. I was about to.
Josh Allen, and how much he misses the receivers.
Wait, he said that?
Yeah.
That's embarrassing.
I didn't even know that.
I didn't hear this.
Yeah.
He said it for real?
He was actually.
He got asked a question about Josh Allen, and he went like Google Gaga, like, "Oh my God!" Like,
I mean, now you see how I feel. That's how I feel.
About him. But you're not a coach of another team. You shouldn't be.
He's a big fan.
Yeah, but
I love the guy. I still talk to him. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this guy saying?
I gotta look that up.
It's bad.
Yeah,
once again, we're not gonna probably have Andrew Thomas. Not even sure about Saquon. I think Saquon is still out as well. Or if he comes back, he's gonna come back. And
they should trade Saquon.
You know what's embarrassing as well? Too?
I say no.
Oh, yo, Paul, you want a stat? You want a stat that I seen today?
Yeah.
Hold on. You want to know? There's only one team in the NFL who hasn't taken a snap with a lead.
Yep. The New York Giants. I saw
Yeah,
that.
they've only had the lead
Giants.
for like 18 seconds.
Keep your
dog.
stats to yourself. All right, my
But
friend.
you know what's crazy?
I don't want to hear them.
Who's
You know,
your
talk to
leader?
your stats about about Chicago, about Miami. Yeah, about Miami's defense.
Brem,
But
Brem,
not
Miami's on pace
New
to
York
break
Giants,
every
my friend.
freaking offensive record.
Enough is enough, man.
Brem, who's your
You
leader
know?
in Russia?
Yes, sir. Who's our leader in Russia? To be
Yeah,
honest, I don't even know. I can tell you right now.
No. Let me know.
Daniel
Yeah.
Jones.
Daniel
Daniel
Jones. It is.
Is
Daniel
it
Jones.
Daniel Jones?
39
Yeah.
It is Daniel
yards a
Jones.
game. That's crazy.
It is crazy. You know, but this guy was out. You know, Daniel Jones had 197 yards. Saquon has 114. That's bad. This guy's been running this whole thing. He's actually out this week. That neck injury,
Yeah.
you know, could be pretty bad. Could probably see him out a couple of weeks.
I
Actually.
mean, this should be
You
a
know?
30-point blowout.
But you know what?
They
We
probably
have
pissed
Tyrod
off
Taylor.
last
Tyrod
weekend.
Taylor is one of the best, in my opinion, best backup quarterbacks in the league. So we're not, you know, we should be all right. My problem is the receivers as well. Giants have second and third string receivers as our number ones, and it's bad. It's really bad. You know,
In Buffalo.
I hope we tank the season. We get Marvin
Harrison.
Jr. That, you know, he could
happen.
probably do what Odell did for Eli, and give us a chance.
That
in the
would be
next
the
couple
right
of
pick,
years.
right, Danny?
That'd be amazing.
You know what I mean? Like,
A lot of
but-
people fail to realize. A lot of people know when Odell was drafted towards the end of the season, he gave Eli a new contract. He got Ben McAdoo a coaching job, and that was all him. Because without him, Eli was just, you know, wasn't doing anything. Odell started playing. Odell was getting the ball. You know, hopefully, if we get the opportunity to draft Marvin Harrison, he can produce the same way.
And hopefully
I'm
that's
sorry
the
to tell
pick.
you,
That's the
but
route that you guys take.
No,
too.
but here's the thing: if you
Right.
guys get a top 3 pick, guess what? You're going quarterback. I'm sorry to say,
They
man.
shouldn't go quarterback. They shouldn't go quarterback. They should wait one more year.
Yeah, but
You're
that
right.
Daniel-
one more year.
That's where you're
That
going.
Dan- but that
Harrison
Daniel-
Jr. with one more year. Daniel Jones, another year with Darren Waller, and hopefully another year with
But that's the
Saquon.
thing.
After
But that's
that,
the thing,
if
though.
it doesn't work out, blow it up.
But that's the thing, though. Daniel Jones' contract is this year and next year. It's only after next season is where they can. Okay, it's not working out, bro. So I mean, if you
But-
go quarterback this year, I mean, I guess you could take that
That's
route.
why I
with
don't
you
think they
start
would
Daniel
go quarterback.
Jones.
That's why I don't think they will go quarterback.
I
That's
think.
why I
Listen,
don't think they
and
will
I don't
go
think it's a
quarterback.
given. I don't think it's a given that it's Marvin Harrison Jr. because of how bad the offensive line is. You got the offensive line from Penn State. The offensive lineman from Penn State. I forget his name, and I know you got
Yeah,
Joe Alt from Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
Those are the two top ones I think
Yeah.
coming out. So the offensive line is bad. Evan Neal put his foot in his mouth, calling the
But-
fans out, and he continues to just that one video against the Dolphins that you guys mentioned in the last episode was. It's like everybody knew the snap count besides him. Like
Besides
everybody,
him, yes.
it's like, come on, man. It's like you want to talk shit.
But I feel that offensive line you could get in the second round if Harrison Jr. is available. You can wait and draft somebody in the second round. We got hopefully our future center in John Mitchell or Schwartz, you know, and John
Andrew
Mitchell,
Thomas,
Mitch, Andrew Thomas. Evan Neal could probably be moved inside, you know. But I know one team that may need a quarterback in the future.
No, here we go.
You're Dallas Cowboys, my friend.
Yeah,
What do you think, Mike?
my Cowboys, man. Well, about this upcoming game,
Yes,
they
sir.
need to get their head out their asses. That's what they need to do, man. Listen. I wasn't on last episode, man. The
Yeah, you're
Niners
scared, I
are.
understand. We forgive you, my friend. We forgive you.
That's okay. I was not hiding, ladies and gentlemen. I was
Okay.
not hiding. Whatchamacallit?
We did get a lot of messages on the chat board. you know,
Yeah,
from you.
yeah, that's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
all
but
right.
we ignored them. So
It's good. Thank you. Whatchamacallit? Yeah, I mean about the game, about this upcoming game. Listen, it's not gonna be easy, right? Because you're playing another offense that has the potential to be high-powered offense. They are.
Eckler's back, ain't he?
And Eckler's back. Listen, man, I don't know, man. It's the same old Cowboys, man. Listen, nobody's gonna. I'm not saying nobody. You guys question. You guys know how much I love the Cowboys, and it's just for me. The older I get, it's just like I take a step back. It's like there's no point of being like, oh yeah, This is our year. Every year is our year, and it's never no. How about just being consistent? Be a goddamn consistent team. Every year is the same story. We fold under pressure. The times that we had the chances, like last Sunday, to finally get a win to where, you could just people sit there and be like, okay, like we knew that they were up there, but now you completely fumbled it. You completely fumbled it. And listen, the Dak thing. If I was on Wednesday, you got ask me the question: is he the quarterback? I'm starting to lean no, but you tell me who else? Who are we going to get? Like,
You gotta figure that out.
Like
Trade up in the draft.
Listen. I understand we traded for Trey Lance, but he's still an emergency quarterback.
You might see him on Monday night.
You know what I mean? Cooper Rush, he's not. Cooper Rush would be the next up. And Cooper Rush, yeah, he went 4-1 last year, but he did what a backup is supposed to do. He's not going to take you to the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? So I'm not backing up Dak. The stats is there, and it's just like, what the hell, man? But at the end of the day, it's like, I look at the roster. We don't have time. The window, our window is right now. It's not time to go get a young quarterback out of college. Unless if we could get one of these top elite quarterbacks, which we're not because they're all locked up. You're stuck with Dak. Figure it out.
Yeah,
figure it out.
You see his dead cap hit?
Huh?
You're in trouble. You can't get rid of him. His dead cap is in trouble.
He got 2 years. He got 2 years of this deal. Like, he got this year and next year.
Yeah, but your cap hit would be like 60 something million.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We're stuck with him. Listen.
And I don't think
listen,
Jones
Dak,
will be willing to go ahead and bench this guy.
Listen, this
he's got too much involved this season.
Listen, this is the year, right? Because going into next season, this is last year of his deal. So this is the year that after this season's over with, there's the extension talk is supposed to start happening. We'll see what happens, but. Listen, no excuses for Dak. You are the quarterback. You are the leader of the team. You played like crap. But at the end of the day, you put that star in your home. You put that star on. It's the most hated team. Everybody loves to hate them, right? At the end of the day, though, you can point the finger at Dak, but you also can point the finger at other things too, right? Because we still don't have no number 2 receiver. Okay, Brandon Cooks for a 5th round pick through 5 weeks, I want my 5th round pick back. His stats through 5 weeks, and he missed the Jets game. So in 4 games, his stats is 9 catches for 72 yards, no touchdowns. There's receivers that get that in 1 game. And don't give me, and I don't want to hear, not you guys, but I don't want to hear, it was a 5th round pick. Bullshit. You got Brock Purdy. Don't tell me 7th round picks they're productive. They're being productive for their teams, right? Brock Purdy and Isaiah Pacheco are the main 2 that stand out for 7th round picks. So a 5th round pick is just not a throwaway pick.
Yeah, you can't really go by that.
Why not?
Yeah, because 5th and 7th round picks, they're like one of a dominant.
Yeah, they're
miss. Yeah, but they are.
You can't just blame him because he's performed. He's a 1,000-yard receiver in every single team. But he's not doing it in Dallas. Maybe it's not him.
I'm not saying.
Maybe it's the coach.
No, it's not. No. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say this. It's McCarthy. It's not Dak.
You can't blame him.
I'm not blaming Dak. I'm not blaming Cook. But at the end of the day, it's like, dude, if you're not gonna use him, we didn't trade him to have 9 catches through 4 games.
I think Michael Gallup is your number 2.
No bullshit. No,
we don't
have a number 2.
Yeah, but I get it. But I thought Michael Gallup did his thing last year.
No, he barely did his thing last year. He was coming off ACL injury. Listen, last year in the beginning of the season, it was rough. As the year went on, I'm like, come on, dude, let's go. I'm getting to a point now where it's like, yo, listen, I understand you're helping us win against New England, 6 catches, 92. Do that shit against the Niners. Do that shit against the Eagles. No, you had 2 catches for 15 yards. Listen, everybody gets the blame on Sunday night, period. McCarthy's play calling is terrible. It's either flat routes with the tight ends, hitches with the running backs, like little 5-yard hitches coming back, and then either Pollard or whoever the hell the backup is, I forget his name, coming out the back, coming out the backfield doing little curl routes right in front of him to get 3 yards, just to keep in front of the chains. You listen. It's on this. The way our offense is struggling, you can blame Dak. That's the easy target. McCarthy gets a lot of the blame too because at the end of the day, you can't go for. I know it's a new season, everything changes, but you basically got everybody back besides Ezekiel Elliott, and you added Brandon Cooks, and you're telling me you go from the number one offense to the middle of the pack right now? Like that's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. So listen, go ahead, Danny.
I would be more concerned with your defense than I would.
Listen, the defense too. Like McCarthy. I'm not going. McCarthy in this press conference said this week we go as far as the defense go. Not, bro. It's an overreaction for me. Don't start making excuses for how bad the offense has been so far. No, bro. Because we were the number one offense last year with the same personnel minus Zeke, like I just said. Yeah, the defense is good. The defense is good. Will you raise your hand, Pete?
How good is this defense? Because D had a point on Tuesday or whatever day we came on. Look at the games y'all played. The Giants.
Terrible offense.
Jets.
Okay, I get that, but that's the schedule. That's the schedule.
I get it. I get it. I get it's the
terrible
schedule.
offensive team.
Okay.
Those are the teams you guys shut down.
The Giants, the Jets,
yeah,
and the Patriots.
Cardinals, the Patriots.
Right.
And then y'all can't. Then y'all got
the first big test that they failed. I'm not going to take anything back.
How good is the defense?
I think the defense is good, but you can't be perfect every week.
I mean, hell yeah, you can.
The Niners are.
Yeah. Listen, if you are claiming to be one of the top 3 defensive teams in the league, that means every fucking week you out there performing. That Sunday.
Well, unfortunately, when you're the Cowboys, you don't.
Hey, that's exactly our thing. That's what everyone's questioning. How good is this defense?
I think the defense is good.
Because
I'm not using the word great.
Once you got a good offensive team, as the 49ers are, Michael was where the fuck?
Everybody was MIA. As I said, everybody gets the blame. That's it.
So that's the question.
Huh?
That's the question. Everybody's going to be on the Cowboys.
What happened there? I can't hear you.
Think they figured out the Dolphins' defense? Stop Micah Parsons, and you'll be able to go ahead and.
No, I mean, listen. I'm not running away. Listen, but do I still think that because of this loss, seasons are lost? Absolutely not. Still a lot of.
You know what I think?
left.
I think your season is at a loss.
Okay,
I think the Cowboys suck.
That's fine, man. That's fine. Whatever you want, man. That's whatever you want. Whatever you want.
Let's hope.
Whatever you got to do. Whatever you got to do. Whatever you got to say.
Let's hope their record could be as good as Tone's, because Tone this week leads our picks with the best record of 9-6. Like I keep saying, eventually I will place a huge bet on his
picks. You've
picks.
been saying that since week 1, bro.
Since week 1, like I said, I'm also broke since week 1, even though I won $1,000. But that goes on credit card bills to try to go ahead and get these nice headphones and those microphones from Temu. They all get a little expensive after a while. Don't believe the hype of all those discounts with Temu. Let me stop.
What if Temu wants to promote us one day?
Because they're not promoting us at all.
You said that about eBay, man. You need to cut this shit out.
We need a sponsor.
Listen,
you keep
that I will not promote.
I
will not promote the E-word platform because I'm not even.
If they contact us, you gotta go then, bro. Because if eBay calls,
time
eBay
out.
I didn't say eBay. I didn't say anything about eBay. I just said the E company. That
Bro, that was your fault. You tried to fucking sell some $20 Temu fucking headphones as Apple AirPods. You can't do that shit.
I never mentioned them as Apple. I never mentioned them as Apple EarPods. I said they were.
That's why you got banned.
I said they were hearing pods. They were hearing pods. Okay, the difference from EarPods to hearing pods. Okay, they're shaped the same, probably a little bigger. It may not fit in people's ear. They're working for me. I'll tell you that. Damn you, E, whatever you are.
Was that the conversation pre-show on Wednesday?
I don't know what you're
This was a
talking
while
about, man.
back. He told us
A
about
while
this.
back ago. Like I said, Tone has the best record, 9-6. This guy's good. We're gonna place huge bets this week. Besides that, we're all 8-7. I don't know how, because I be thinking I have the best picks during the week, but I guess not. But this week Tone's going with the Ravens -4.5. He's going with the Seahawks +2.5. And he's also going with the Redskins +2.5.
I think he goes 0-3.
You think he goes 0-3?
Yep.
Listen, he's 9-6, and he's going to be on next week. I tell you that. That's over and under something, over 2.5 that he will be here next week. I'm going to go with my picks next this week. I'm going to go with the Saints with the 1.5. I'm gonna go with the Bills.
Yo, where do you get?
Yeah, man, what are you doing?
Why?
The Saints is 2.
Are you stopping my picks?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I am. Yes, I am. Because
We gotta go with what's on
Where
there
are
right
you on
now.
MGM Graham or FanDuel? We use
I'm
ESPN.
going on. Listen, my bookie is called Sam Rothstein. All right,
All
he
right,
calls
okay.
me up from
It's
Las
two.
Vegas, the Flamingo
Hey,
in Las
time out.
Vegas.
No.
Yes,
we
sir.
said we're gonna go by ESPNs.
ESPN.
It's 2.
I got you.
It's 2.
You sure ESPN? When I looked at ESPN, I'll make my picks a week ahead, and that's
No.
what my picks
You
have.
can't do that.
The
You
line
gotta go by
stays,
today.
baby.
Oh, sorry, my friend.
My goodness.
All right, ESPN. Let me get
2.
away from Violet Myers. Okay, well, let me go ahead. If you guys want to do ESPN, I'm sorry, I do Yahoo. I'm promoting Yahoo.com. That's where my email is from.
I got a contract.
Okay,
with
where are
ESPN.
my
They just don't
picks?
know
Let me
about
go quick on my picks. I got the Saints with the 2. I got the Bills at 15,
Jesus.
-15.
You take
Yeah,
everybody
yes.
against the Giants.
Of course. That's how
What
I
a
see
fa-
it.
what a-
But I'm a
what a
Dolphins
fan.
fan
What a
this week.
fraud.
You know that? I'm a fraud. Take
it.
that back.
You're a fraud.
And I'm also going with the Lions at 3, -3.
You're going.
Who
0-3.
wants to go next? How am
I'll
I
go.
going to go 0-3 with those picks?
Well, no, you're
My-
not going 0-3. You're going 1-2 because
1 and 2.
Because
Yeah.
Paulo's taking one of those games.
yeah.
That's
So
why I
I'll
said
go.
it, because
It's definitely not
Go
the
ahead,
Bills.
Paulo.
But I don't think anybody's touching 15.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
I
that's,
think
touching
they're gonna
15.
blow them out. I don't know. I would take the Bills, but I'm gonna stay away
I'll
from
take
it.
the 15.
I got the Bears at +3, the Jags +4.5, and the Lions at -3. Okay,
no, hold on.
Yeah,
What's
that
this-
sounds
Bears
good.
plus
What?
3. Bears plus 3.
Jags
What?
+4.5.
Jags ain't underdogs.
Jags are
Yeah,
minus.
they are. Yeah, that's what I meant.
That's what you said, minus.
Yeah, minus.
Uh, 4.5.
And the
right?
Lions +3 or -3?
-3.
-3.
Oh crap.
You
That's
just took
3.
him. You knew that.
That's 3-0.
Yeah, no, but he said +3.
That's 3. 3 in a row. 3-0.
3 in a row. This guy's
Yeah.
good.
I'll go. I'm gonna go with the Ravens -4.5. Just learn how to catch the ball, Baltimore. That was terrible last week.
Copying off Tone.
Hey, gotta be smart, man.
Yeah.
Well, ready for this one? I
Yeah.
wrote it down already prior to your ass. Lions -3.
Hey, that sounds familiar. Familiar.
Yeah. Yep. And then
Why are you copying me and Brett? Damn it.
Yeah.
hey,
Why?
I'm just trying to
Copy
stay tight. Be
Tone,
smart, man. Be
Copies
smart.
me and Paulo. What's
Yeah.
next, D? You gonna copy
He's
one?
gonna take-
Who
he's gonna
wouldn't
take-
copy Tone? This guy's
he's gonna
a
take
damn
one of these.
genius.
He's gonna take
Huh?
one of these
Excuse
picks.
me.
Watch.
Nah, my
Watch
last
this one.
team.
Wait, D, say your picks before
My-
Mike says the last.
Yeah.
pick.
Go ahead. Go ahead, D. Go ahead, D.
No, go ahead.
All right, no,
Oh,
my
Mike.
last pick. They listen. I'm 2-0 with them. I'm gonna ride them. I'm going Eagles -6.5.
Yeah, you're going
Cool.
0-3.
That's okay. Listen, they know how to stop the run. That's all.
He has the Lions like you.
Yeah, for real. What the hell?
All right, fellas.
One and 2.
Here's my picks, right? This is what I'm doing, right? I'm going with a team that had a great game last game, had a good game the week before, but just couldn't stop a team.
The Bears?
to win. I'm going with the Bears, right? I think they're
Yeah.
21.
He's
The
taking my
Bears.
picks.
I don't understand how they lose their best player and they're still -3 going on the road. I think the weather's supposed to be bad that game too. So I take the Bears with the
Because
+3.
Vegas thinks Chicago
Right.
sucks.
Yeah.
They might
And
do it, right?
Rothstein.
Yeah. Everybody does.
My
but
next
it's all right.
game I'm taking, right? And this is I'm taking Joey. I'm taking Joey, right? So the reason why I'm taking Joey is because if they lose this game, Cincinnati,
Who the fuck
Who
is
the hell
Joey?
you taking? What?
oh, Joey
Joey
Burrow.
Burrow.
Joey
Oh,
Burrow.
man, come on, man.
Oh.
You gonna say
You guys don't
Joey?
know who
Ooh.
Joey is?
Joey.
Joe Cool, man. That's what they call him,
Joey.
man.
I call him Joey.
Cool.
Me and him are too cool. I'll call him Joey. I'm taking Joey, right? And here's the reason why. He didn't look injured against Arizona. He looked perfectly fine to me, right? He had a great game, right? And here's the thing. If this team loses this week, they are in trouble, right? And the reason why I say that is because their next following games after that, right? Let me look it up because I want to make sure I'm not saying the wrong games, right? So this week they play
Jamar Chase is always
Seattle.
open.
They play Seattle.
Mark Chase is
And I
always
think they got to bye the following week, right? So if they lose this week, they're 1-4. What is it?
2 and 4.
2-4, right? After that, they play. Let me see. They got a bye week. Then they go to San Fran. That's not an easy game. Then they go to Buffalo right after that, or Buffalo goes to them. So if you lose this game and you're 2-4, you can easily be 2-6 coming back after your bye. They'll be in trouble. So I think Joey and his boys chasing them, they got on track. I think T. Higgins comes back. I think they take the -3 and they beat Seattle. And my last game, I'm gonna take them again. I don't know why,
Oh no.
but I think Dak wakes his ass up.
Oh
I'm
no.
only taking it because Herbert is playing with a bad finger and the coach is a dumbass. So he'll fuck something up. And I'm taking the Cowboys with a -2.5.
Yeah, you're going 0-3 for sure.
That's
You
I got the same pick as you.
Shit. Huh?
I got a Bears pick. You go.
Oh, hold on. So hold on. He got me going 0-3. I have the lines with him. He got you going 0-3, and you got Chicago with him. So that puts him already at 0-2.
I'm fucking going 0-3 too then. 0-3.
Chinese riddle for you.
We're all going 0-3 besides Tone.
No,
Besides me,
he's definitely going 0-3 with them for now.
I'm not going 0-3
Dude,
because I
you
know
pick-
who's gonna win.
Hold on.
The Bills.
Seattle played the Bengals, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
how the hell is Tone 2.5? I'm 3.
So he's doing the same thing. He's looking at other.
He probably looking at DraftKings.
Yeah. We gotta
So
tell him.
he's-
We told him.
he's- yeah,
No, we
he's-
changing. We changing it to
Bonus plus
ESPN.
2.5.
He's
2.5 for
3. Where's
Seattle.
Washington? Washington's plus 2.5 and Ravens is minus. Okay, so he's -3 with the. He's +3 with Seattle.
I don't think he'll have a problem with that. He's getting
Yeah.
another half a point.
No, he be getting mad with the half points, bro.
Yeah, so he's +3.
Yeah,
All right,
I'm happy.
I like my picks.
Yeah. Now we're gonna go to our weekly blitz.
What?
Boom, 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 boom. Second,
Yup.
go, go, go,
Yeah.
boom, 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 boom.
Pew pew pew.
Christ.
Again.
What is going on?
Baltimore versus Tennessee, Sunday morning. Nothing beats waking up Sunday morning and watching some football, even though I get up at 6:30 and I gotta wait.
I'll be
more
playing
than
some
2 hours.
softball, baby. I'll be playing some softball.
I'll probably
I'm
be
going-
Baltimore,
eating some
Tennessee.
pancakes.
I'm
Yeah,
going
Eating,
golfing.
watching the game. Now listen,
Um,
Baltimore's receivers, please catch the ball. The amount of drops that they had last week against Pittsburgh, that's the reason why they lost. They had two drops easily in the end zone, one by Andrews, and I think one by Zay Flowers, right in the end zone, right through their hands. And then for Tennessee, I don't know.
No, Tennessee sucks. I think Tannehill needs to go. It's gonna
think
come a
Tannehill
time
needs
at
to
a
go?
point. I think it's gonna come a time at a point where they're gonna have to get rid, let him sit and try the other two guys before they
Yeah.
let it sit. And
It's
Derrick
going towards that
Ravens,
direction.
like-
It's going towards that direction, though.
Give me
know?
the
Like I
Ravens.
said,
Give me the Ravens.
like I said the other day with Tennessee, it must be really bad that you look at Ryan Tannehill and you say, "Oh my God, this guy's such a bum." but your other two young QBs are not
Can't see
even
the
ready
field.
to step
Well,
in.
D knew that about Tannehill, right? Like that's what you got in Miami is what you're gonna get. You know what I mean? And then there's already starting. And then before we get to the next game, there's a little starting to float around. Derrick Henry possibly getting traded.
To the Chicago Bears.
Oh, here we go.
Why?
Because we need running backs.
Ne-
Every single one of them's hurt.
You are right about that.
Next game, Commanders against Atlanta
Give
Falcons.
me the Falcons. I'll take the
Now,
Falcons.
listen, that was,
I'm writing this
Atlanta
down.
at
I'm writing
home
this
plays
down.
good, man.
was
Atlanta at
good.
home for some reason. I think Ritter's 5-0 at home.
yeah, he's 5-0. Yeah, he's
They
5-0 at
have-
home.
They have a beautiful stadium too with free soft drinks.
Yes,
I
that's
think
the,
if one
that's
of
the only
the, one of
reason.
the teams, if one of the teams really need a quarterback, it's definitely Atlanta. I'm not a big fan of Ritter.
He had his best
You
game.
know,
He had
even
his-
though he
had his
has
best game.
performed a couple games, but listen, you got the weaponry to go ahead and have a hell of an offense. And I don't think that's the guy to go ahead.
Yeah,
and
for Washington, the defense is there. Same thing. They're kind of like
unless Chicago scored 30-something points. I don't
no.
know
I'm saying the
all the way.
defense. I'm not saying the defense. I'm saying the defense is like they're what they need to, right? Because Sam Howard, same thing with Rilla. Both teams kind of have the same thing, right? Do they have their quarterback? I don't think that they don't have their quarterbacks, but and get Terry McLaurin involved. I mean, there's just too many games where he's finishing with stat lines of like 53 yards. Like I think he's too good. I think he's good. I think he's if you put him on another team, I think he has the potential to be in consideration of being a top 8 receiver. But I don't know. Both teams. Listen, it's a big game in regards to the NFC.
I got you.
I hope Howell goes for like 406 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Not this game, please. Not this game.
Well,
San Francisco,
you guys are playing
Cleveland.
against each other, right?
Yeah.
San Francisco,
Cleveland.
San Francisco. I mean,
49ers.
yeah.
Yeah,
There's no
that's all we
Deshaun
gotta
Watson.
say.
No Deshaun.
Hey,
Oh, you
Cleveland.
know-
Cleveland got a good defense, man.
No,
Yeah.
they-
That's exactly what I was
I
going to
think-
say.
Yeah, but listen, when you don't got a good offense, that means your defense is going to be on the field way too much, and they're
Yeah,
going to tear
exactly.
you down.
Exactly.
And
No
they're gonna
Deshaun
wear 'em
Watson.
down,
You already
and
know.
I mean, I got-
offense is long.
I'm taking the 49ers, but
The only
Browns,
thing,
they're not bad.
you have no Watson. Obviously, we already know that they don't have no Nick Chubb. And the only thing it's supposed to rain in Cleveland on Sunday, from what I've seen on the
yeah,
website?
rain, 55
So-
degrees.
I mean, but at that point, you just hand the ball over to
all day.
McCaffrey.
That's
Exactly.
exactly what I was going to say.
I hope
you know,
McCaffrey has like 6 fumbles.
As long as Miles Garrett does not touch him,
And
that's all that
McCaffrey,
really
6
matters to
fumbles.
me.
6 fumbles.
The Colts against the Jaguars.
Big
That's a
game.
good-
This is first place. This is for first place in the AFC South.
Gardner
Jags.
Minshew, man. I'm telling you, man. Gardner
Yeah.
He
Minshew.
likes Gardner Minshew.
Jacksonville went to London.
Jags.
Jacksonville went to London they saved their season in London because they could have easily come back. Right? They could have easily come back 1-5.
They brought back some English muffins. They're good.
Okay.
I like
Give the ball
English
to-
muffins.
give
That's
the ball
all.
to
And
Jonathan
crannies.
Taylor.
Nooks and crannies.
Give the ball to Jonathan
New
Taylor.
Orleans against
No, Jonathan.
Houston.
New Orleans and Chiefs.
Jonathan Taylor's playing.
I don't know. Give
Yeah,
him the
they're
ball.
supposed to give him.
Yeah.
They're supposed to give him the workload
Yeah.
this week.
Get stopped and give the ball.
What'd you
Uh,
say, Danny? Saints
listen,
and Houston.
New
Texans?
New
Orleans,
Orleans, yeah, New Orleans.
New
Houston.
Orleans is the only team that's 3-2 that barely puts up 300 yards offensive, and they win games. Their defense is pretty good.
The defense is good.
Offensively, I don't get it how Derek Carr throws for like 40 times and it's for like 145 yards.
Yeah,
Taking
they-
Texans.
Listen,
I
CJ
like-
Stroud. CJ Stroud, I know they're losing effort, continues to impress me and stuff like that. The defense is improving under. It's only gonna get better with D'Amico Ryans as head coach. This is
Give
the
him
type
time, I
of
think.
this is the type of game. Danny, I know you picked them, right? And I'm surprised you picked them because this is the type of game, right? That you look at it and be like, all right, the Saints 3-2, Texas 2-3, right? But like, I could just see a letdown by Derek Carr. Like I don't know. I don't like
It could happen. It could happen.
through 5
Is
weeks.
is he really
He says
back
it's getting
from that
better.
shoulder injury?
He says it's getting better.
You know,
he says it's
because
getting better.
it's. I still don't see him slinging that ball deep, and he has the receivers to do it.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't have to do it last week because they got ahead so quick and stuff like that. But I mean, in Oakland, he was slinging stuff
I
down.
got you.
down the
New
field.
England, Las Vegas.
What?
You really got to talk about this game?
New England, Las Vegas.
I think they both suck. It's going to be a
They
pathetic
both
game.
suck.
Just give
It
the
will
ball. Just
be-
find
I think
Devontae
they-
Adams.
It's going to be a horrible game. I do not want to
I think
see
the
it.
Raiders take
that
it,
game.
but New
The
England,
Rams, Arizona.
Raiders.
Arizona.
The Rams, Arizona.
The Rams.
Take the Rams.
Man, the Rams are good. I like the wide receiver combination, man. I think they're going to be good.
You know, you skipped the
Top
Bengals.
5 wide receiver combinations.
You skipped the Bengals.
I thought we already spoke about the Bengals and.
Yeah, but you didn't ask.
You want me to come back?
We like.
I've been skipping at the teams. All right.
Okay.
Philadelphia against the Jets. Oh, you didn't say.
Eagles. I mean, listen, they might be out. They might be without Jaden Carter, who got hurt yesterday in practice, and they might be
Fletcher Cox.
And they might be without Darius Slade. But what the Eagles do so good is what the Jets want to do, and that's run the ball. And if it goes,
if it was Aaron Rodgers, I would have no problem with it. But you know what I mean?
Yeah, if the game gets put on Zach Wilson's hands against Philly's defense, you know,
Detroit, Tampa,
Lions,
good game. This is a good. I'm looking forward to watching this game. What you mean no?
I think it will be a blowout. I think it was.
I don't think so. I know I went with Detroit. We all went with Detroit too, besides D.
Tampa Bay's got a good defense.
Tampa Bay's defense is balling. Baker Mayfield. Listen, he's a big part of why they're 3-1. You know what I mean?
It's gonna be a good game. Overall, it's gonna be a good game.
Yeah. So this weekend we got a lot of great games. You know, I'm not gonna mention the other 2 games happening on Sunday night and Monday because we already spoke about our teams and how great the Giants are.
I'm going with the Bills and Cowboys.
Bills and Cowboys.
It took me to the middle of the week where I noticed that we're facing against Kellen Moore.
Yeah.
So that'll be a little interesting matchup because he knows the defense.
Should have been your coach.
What you want me to do?
You know? Any good games on tomorrow?
Call Jerry Jones.
I'm not calling that guy. Please, man.
Call Jerry Jones. Any good college games tomorrow?
Yeah. Want me to just run them down real quick?
USC versus Notre Dame.
You got USC.
The U.
Fortunately,
Michigan, Indiana.
Why you kneel for the
Florida
U?
State.
How do you like Miami Dolphins? You like the Dolphins. You like the Dolphins, but don't like the Miami Hurricanes. What is wrong with you? You like Michigan.
Oregon, Washington, hell of a game tomorrow at 3:30.
That's the best one right there. Oregon and Washington.
I love them receivers in Washington.
Like you got USC, Notre Dame. Listen, this week could have been really good, but Miami losing and Notre Dame losing kind of diminished the matchups. But Miami still ranked. They go up against Drake May, who's coming off his best game of the season at North Carolina.
Cool quarterback names.
And then
quarterback names.
That's
Phoenix.
In the beginning, when college football
Phoenix and Bo Nix. Phoenix and Bo Nix. Can't get any good better than that.
Drake May
you against Carolina. Let's go you because North Carolina cheated the orange.
Yeah, let's go you.
And the UCLA
find a way to screw it up. Like let's go you.
Stop it.
Let's run the ball when all we had to do was kneel it.
Yeah,
jackass.
It's some good. Listen, tomorrow's some good games.
Oregon, Washington.
That's the best one. That
is the best one.
Listen, the Pac-12. The Pac-12 for the last 3 years, the question was, can the Pac-12 get a team in college football playoffs? Because even with a 1-loss conference champion, Pac-12 champion, they were still talking about that they wouldn't get in. This year, I think they're fine. You got USC, Oregon, Washington. Even though they all have to play against each other, but somebody's gonna come out of there. Somebody's gonna come out of there and stuff as Pac-12 champions. You know, don't count on Utah. Utah could throw a wrench and all that, but because I think they all have to play against each other, but. Yeah, and then you got Syracuse against Florida State.
Oh, please, next Syracuse.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just.
Go orange.
Hey, listen, he's on.
Let me tell you, man. Since we lost to Clemson, that's not the same team. Since we lost to Clemson, I don't know what's going on.
But you guys were nothing. Even if you had beaten Clemson, like seriously. Fucking Syracuse?
Danny,
are you kidding me right now?
Yo, the spread is 18.5. Do they cover it?
I know. It's bad, man.
Do they cover
These
it,
guys
Danny?
can't score. Guys can't catch. Can't stop a nosebleed. Guys are horrible, man. Come on, man. It's college football,
this
man.
This is the best time of the year, man. We got football. We got football all out. We got hockey back. We got NBA starting on the 21st.
College basketball playoffs out all the time. All out.
It might be a rematch of last year's.
Baseball sucks anyway.
And then college basketball starts. November.
They say this is the lowest ratings on MLB in the past. How many years was it?
That's because you know, the Yankees.
But
are
you
not
watch the
there.
Phillies game, yo. The Phillies, it's like they're sold out. Everybody's out there waving the little white towels.
Yeah, because
stuff
they're
like
all
in there.
bandwagon fans. Like they're not there
That's
during
what
the
it
regular
is?
season.
Fuck Phillies. I like Bryce Harper. He should come to the Mets, but
He should have been a
You know.
Yankee. The Yankees are
he should have been a
stupid.
Met. What are you talking about? Spend a lot of money
Yankees-
instead of giving it to
Yankees wanna
Verlander.
get-
You guys are about to
Yankees
trade
are
Pete
fucking
Alonso.
good.
You guys are going. You guys.
We
you guys
no
you guys
way
are
Pete
losing.
Alonso right now. I'm
listen,
telling you.
Listen,
He's
I
gone.
read something.
gone.
Pete
I read
Alonso
something-
leaves.
Yes,
No,
Pete
I'm telling
Alonso leaves. I'm wearing a Yankee cap.
From
It's
what
one of our
I'm telling you right
podcasts.
now, it's
I will wear a Yankee cap.
it's being
I wear a Yankee
considered.
cap anyway,
Danny,
but I wear a
Danny,
Yankee cap.
it's being
He's going
considered
to.
in
he
Chicago.
going,
In the
Atlanta?
Chicago
Chicago,
Cubs,
yes,
Chicago
yes,
Cubs are the
Chicago.
they are ready. From what I
Let's
read, they
go.
are ready to offer the Mets if he becomes available. They are ready
Let's
to
I
go.
don't
offer
think
the
he
Mets.
will. I don't think he
Who
will.
cares?
And I
Who
hope
cares?
Cubs.
The Yankees traded for a guy who decided his name was Giancarlo instead of Mike, like when he was 27 years old. Guy's a dumbass. Now he's stuck. He can't even run to first base.
Damn,
Wait,
damn.
his name was Mike Stan.
His name was Mike Stanton, and at 27, he says, "Oh shit, I think my name was Giancarlos."
Oh.
This guy watches too much Wolf of Wall Street. Oh, you goddamn kidding me?
Boy, that movie's awesome. Got me hyped.
Is that what you do on Sunday? That's your pregame
That's what I
ritual?
do on Sundays in the morning. That's my pregame.
He's a pervert. He just watches.
D, that's some voodoo type shit. You better watch it. That's why you.
Yeah, man.
You know, if your team
Hell
is
of a
struggling,
movie.
if your team is
Best guy
struggling,
should have
that's
won an
Danny.
Oscar.
If your team is struggling, that's Danny in the mirror.
Yo, my kicker should have
That's
got
me.
6 points for the 60-yard kick.
Fuck kicker too, man.
I'm,
I
man,
love
my
that
kid,
guy. I don't love him anymore.
I let him go
Never
for
again.
fucking
He's not
Carlson.
supposed to do that to me.
Man, I let him
You
go
know?
for Carlson.
That guy won
and
me
all
a
he's done for
championship.
D. All he's done for D was give D 12, 13,
What
and
happens?
17
You let him go
points.
too early. You let him
I
go
did.
too
I
early,
did.
my friend.
Because
It was
Carlson
a
is
wonderful
250
episode,
yarders.
guys. You know, hope people go ahead and continue watching. Keep on
Wake up, Dallas.
subscribing.
God damn it. Let
Keep
all these
on
three guys talk
click
about you
the
guys.
button,
Wake
follow,
up.
leave comments. Let us
Wake
know
up.
what we can do to make this your
I got a
favorite podcast. And
I got a hot take.
ooh, let us know.
Mike ain't showing up on Tuesday for the episode either.
No way.
No, I am. I got it. I'll be
He's
there.
here.
Listen, I
He's
didn't
here.
hide. I didn't hide.
The Cowboys are going.
Down.
Listen, if they go
Okay.
down, that's 3-3. I mean, holy shit.
You're done.
Still early
It's not
in
an
the
easy.
season.
It's not
We'll
an
be
easy
all
game. I'm not saying it's not. It shouldn't be. It's not an easy game.
right. Still got a chance to be a playoff team.
All right, I'm out.
Just as long as you go
Nice.
with Trey Lance.
Yeah.
Wake up,
All right,
Dallas.
guys.
Wake up.
Have a
Pins
good
up, baby. Let's go.
Have a great football weekend. Let's go, you. Bye.
Bye.